Hello everyone, welcome to Anime No Me, and thank you for joining us for another One Piece video. Blackbeard, also known as Teach, currently possesses two of the most powerful devil fruits of their kind, but his quest for power is far from over, and it seems that he's after certain pirates to obtain their powers. We saw with astonishment that after the Battle of the Best, he was able to steal the devil fruit powers of Whitebeard, but also has been able to maybe take powers from Absalom and possibly even Gecko Moria. And recently, Teach even tried to steal Boa Hancock's fruit, but his attempt was so far unsuccessful. So in today's video, we're going to talk about Teach's crew, what powers they currently possess, and we'll discuss whether it's possible for members of Teach's crew to also have more than one devil fruit just like their captain. But before we dive into the video, if you're new to the channel or even if you've watched a bunch of our videos, we'd be absolutely honored if you'd leave us a like and even subscribe and maybe leave us a comment letting us know what you thought of the video. It really helps us out and motivates us to make more content. And if you'd like to help out the channel in a bigger way, consider sharing this video or another one of your favorites with a friend. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So my friends, getting straight to the point, no, Teach's crew members probably don't have the same ability as Teach's to be able to use more than one devil fruit, because it's been said several times throughout our story that Teach has a very different body than others we've seen. Teach seems to have some mysterious quality in or about his body that makes him unique. So each crew member has only one devil fruit, and they may have this limitation because even Teach seems to have a limitation on how many devil fruits he might even be able to possess. We've also seen that after obtaining the power of the Gura no Mi, Teach didn't appear to be interested in any other devil fruits for himself. So far, it only seems like he's been going after devil fruits for members of his crew. As Teach has been working in the shadows outside of our view in the story, he's had multiple opportunities to obtain the power of other devil fruits. As in his confrontation against Moria, Teach could have stolen his power, but at least in the confrontation against Law, we so far haven't seen Teach use or shown that he possesses the fruit of the Kage no Mi, or Shadow fruit, which means that so far Teach may only have two, maybe three powers of a devil fruit, because as many in the community have talked about, Teach's crew flag in Jolly Roger has 3 skulls, which could mean that that is the number of devil fruits he can personally use. So now let's take a moment to talk about the various devil fruits that each member of his crew possesses, at least the ones that we've had confirmed. And we're going to start with Marshal D. Teach, better known as Blackbeard, because he's the captain of the crew and also a Yonko. Initially, Teach ate the animenomi, a Logia-type devil fruit that allows him to create and control the element of darkness. And unlike a normal Logia user, Blackbeard cannot become intangible like many others. And this lack of intangibility seems to go even further, because any damage he takes tends to hurt him twice the normal amount. Now, his darkness can absorb the damage directly, but he still feels all the damage. But despite this disadvantage, darkness has a strong gravity and absorption properties. Darkness has the power to pull things in like a black hole, and not even light itself can escape, making it possible for Teach to absorb pretty much anything he wants. Moreover, this gravity is so strong that it can completely crush anything in its path, being able to use attraction or repulsion, making it one of the most powerful devil fruits we've seen. Once something has been pulled into it, it can be absorbed into the darkness, where it will remain trapped until Teach himself decides to release it. And it's described as a void that devours everything and returns everything to nothingness, and also makes it possible to nullify the power of any devil fruit while he is physically touching his target. Through some yet unknown means, Teach then stole the power of the Gura no Mi from Whitebeard's lifeless body. Now, the Gura or Quake fruit is a paramecia fruit that gives the ability to cause earthquakes and generate powerful shockwaves, and it's considered the strongest power of all the paramecia class devil fruits. With this power, he can send incredibly powerful shockwaves through the air, creating cracks in the air itself, and his shockwaves carry devastating offense. Plus, he can use his shockwaves defensively, as his vast raw power can easily stop attacks. Next, let's talk about Jesus Burgess, better known as the Champion, and he is the helmsman and one of the 10 Titanic captains of the Blackbeard pirates. Being captain of the first ship, and in his first appearance, he didn't seem to possess any devil fruit. Sometime after the Dressrosa arc, Burgess ate the Riki no Mi, paramecia type fruit that gives him superhuman strength, increasing his already immense natural strength, enabling him to lift a mountain over his head and throw it a long distance. The next of the 10 Titanic captains is Shiryu of the Rain. Now, he is the captain of the second ship, and during his first appearance, he also didn't seem to possess a devil fruit. However, he seemed to obtain the Suki no Mi after taking Absalom's life and eating the fruit, giving him the ability to become invisible. And with this fruit, he is able to cut opponents unnoticed, taking enemies by surprise. Our third Titanic captain is Van Augur, also known as Supersonic, and he is the the marksman of the Blackbeard pirates. He also is the captain of the third ship, and we don't know if he possessed this power during the Marineford arc or not. However, since the Marineford arc, we've seen that Van Augur was able to eat the Wapu Wapu no Mi, or warp fruit, that allows him to teleport himself and others from one place to another, enabling him to position himself and allies in strategic locations. Next is Avalo Pizarro, also known as the Corrupt King, and he is one of the 10 Titanic captains of Blackbeard's fourth ship. Now, we don't know if he possesses a devil fruit, but it's said by Teach that his entire crew all possess devil fruits, so at some point it might be revealed which fruit he's eaten. Following Pizarro, we have Lafitte, aka the Sheriff Dean, and he's the navigator, chief of staff, and also one of the 10 Titanic captains of Blackbeard's pirates. Now, he captains the fifth ship, and we don't know the exact name of the fruit he ate, but it does seem to be a very different kind of devil fruit. In his first appearance, it seemed like he had the ability to have wings and fly, which could be a possible mythical Zoan, at least in his hybrid form, or perhaps a paramecia that just gives him these wings. Our sixth Titanic captain was Katarina Devon, also known as the Crescent Moonslayer, and she is the pirate of Blackbeard's sixth ship. Devon ate the animenomi model Kyubi no Kitsune, a mythical Zoan fruit that allows her to transform into a nine-tailed fox. And through this fruit, she can transform into a person, acquiring the appearance and even the voice of anyone she's met. Our seventh Titanic captain is known as San Juan Wolf, also called the Colossal Battleship because of his size. Now, Wolf seemingly ate a nameless paramecia fruit that makes him much larger than normal giants. Although he still seems to be weak against water, he is still tall enough to stand in the ocean, although Wolf did mention that this is still very exhausting for him. Coming in at number 8, we have Vasco Shaw, also known as the Heavy Drinker, and he is the captain of the 8th ship. Now, so far his power and not even the name of the fruit has been revealed, although it was revealed by Teach again that all of his crew members have some kind of devil fruit. Captaining the 9th ship of the Blackbeard pirates is Doc Q, also known as the God of Death, and he is the doctor of the Blackbeard pirates. Doc Q ate the Shikoshikonomi, a paramecia fruit that allows him to afflict others with diseases, possessing the ability to turn men into women, an effect that can be broken with the use of powerful haki. Doc Q's horse, Stronger, is also the crew's pet, but is very useful to the crew because of the power he possesses. You see, Stronger ate the Umanomi model Pegasus. This mythical Zoan fruit allows Stronger to turn into a Pegasus hybrid, or perhaps even a full Pegasus at will. Now, we don't know yet the full potential of this fruit, as it's only been shown that he has the ability to fly. Next, we have a character we know quite well, Kuzan, better known by his old epithet, Aokiji, and he's currently one of Teach's pirates officially, although we don't know what position he holds within the crew. However, he did undertake a very important mission because he, along with Van Augur, were the people responsible for capturing Charlotte Pudding. Kuzan, of course, ate the Hiya Hiya no Mi, a Logia fruit that allows him to create, control, and transform his body into ice. And just like Teach's body, Kuzan can also be physically hit without using haki because ice is a solid element. However, he still escapes unharmed by attacks that are not coated in haki, and when his body is hit, he shatters and he can just rebuild himself, not showing that he suffers much damage at all. Kuzan is also able to form large constructions out of ice, and in combat, Kuzan can make weapons and form swords and spears, and also make elaborate things such as a giant pheasant seen flying at enemies. Kuzan is also able to quickly incapacitate enemies by freezing them by physical contact or from a distance by throwing waves of ice, and he can even wrap opponents in large ice spheres to make escape all the more difficult. We've also seen that he can spread his ice and freeze in tremendous distances, freezing several square kilometers of ocean within seconds by just dipping his hand in the water, or turning a couple of mountainous tsunamis into icebergs just as fast, using an ice ray shot from his hands. This not only serves the purpose of preventing him from drowning, but also allows him to prevent his enemies from escaping through the sea, freezing their ships in place and making the sea a solid battlefield for entire armies to fight on. We also know that Teach has many other crew members, although their powers and even their stories have not yet been revealed. And recently we were introduced to the pirates of Kikipatsu, Maki, and Tori, but we haven't seen them in combat yet, just they've been there alongside Teach. Well, friends, there you have it. These are all the pirates presented so far that belong to Teach's crew. Now, we have to know and admit that he's constantly still recruiting new allies, and maybe even attracting these members by giving them powerful devil fruits, making his crew expand and all the more powerful. But with all that said, we'd love to know what you think about it now. What do you think some of the other powers that his crew members might have? And also, since he lost some of his crew members while attacking Amazon Lily, how do you think he's gonna go and replace them? Next, with Teach's battle against Law right now on that island. Do you think that Teach is after Law's devil fruit, or perhaps the thing that Law's devil fruit can do, being the immortality surgery? Let us know what you think in the comments below. So as we wrap up today's video, I want to thank all of you so much for watching the video, especially those that have watched here all the way up to the very end. Be sure to comment on any themes or ideas that you'd like to see in future videos. And also, since you made it this far, give us a like and hit that red subscribe button before you head out to take on the rest of your day. I hope to see you all in our next video. Let's keep sailing this giant sea together. Take care.